Joining us now, legendary investor and the man behind Rick Santorum's Red, White, and Blue Fund Super PAC, Foster Friess, the founder of the investment firm Friess Associates. Foster, it's great to have you with us. Could Senator Santorum just barely, is that my imagination, or was he barely keeping a straight face as he said that?
Well, everybody thinks it's all over. You know, it's a conclusion. And so I sort of think we could cancel tonight's game between Kansas and Kentucky because my daughter tells me Kentucky's going to win. Think how much money and trouble and cheering they could save. And if it's all if it's all over, why in the world is Mitt Romney spending $4 million in Wisconsin? He might as well just quit campaigning. Neither one probably are going to reach 1144. And I guess the theory is that a lot of the Romney delegates were there when Santorum wasn't even in the picture. He's been running for 6 months. Mitt Romney, 6 years running for the White House, and Rick has been running to save the country.
What do you say to those who say, though, at this point, it's time for these folks to start running against this president who will be contesting them mightily going into the presidential election rather than running one another down? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I love that concept very much because this gives an enormous amount of time and opportunity. And I saw a TV program this morning where it talked about how negative Mitt Romney's ads were. And I hope the ones that Rick has been running, or Super PAC, are just on the issues. You know, he very rightly says that how could Mitt Romney want to dismember or appeal Obamacare when he was the inventor of it, basically, and started in Romney. It's a little bit like supporting your kid through high school but not funding his college education.
Now, see, that's why I enjoy talking with you always. You straighten out my perspective. So help me a little bit on this one. A little while ago, your man Santorum said that he'd be delighted to be Mitt Romney's vice president, and the next thing is calling for a brokered convention. I'm trying to square those two concepts up. Could you help me out?
Yeah, I think I've been with the campaign now a total of 8 days, 2 days at a time, 4 times. And the people that surrounds Rick Santorum, the people that show up for his rally, these are hardcore America. He maybe gets the endorsements, Mitt Romney, of the politicians, but Rick gets it from the KGB, who's a nickname for a very famous football player in Wisconsin. So I think what Rick was saying, and I don't mean to put words in his mouth, but he said, look, I believe in this country. I love this country. I got in the race because I thought I could do what could change it. And I'm going to play whatever role I can that the American people want me to play. And if that's vice president, I can really embrace that idea because if it's good for the country. But I don't know if Mitt Romney would ask. But I think that's Rick Santorum's approach. I've never seen such a patriotic guy surrounded by such patriotic followers, many volunteers. In Platteville, I saw about 20 young people, grandmothers, young teenagers on the phone banks. It's so inspiring.
Well, you know, I'm a pretty simple fellow about these things. I think sometimes the process is a result, particularly in politics. You know, may the best candidate win. Foster Friess, as always, it's good talking with you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Lou. I enjoyed being here, and God bless you, your family, and your career.